It's an NRL news update. Subscribe to SEN League on YouTube and the SEN podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Alrighty, Broncos coach, new coach, Michael Maguire, Madge, on breakfast this morning with Pat and Hills. He had this to say about the signing of Ben Hunt. Here it is.
Well, the one thing about Benny, he plays every game. He keeps doing it. He plays. He's resilient. He's got a body that can handle week in, week out footy. But it's how he'll show the other players of how he's been able to achieve to get to where he's got to. So his character in the change room is going to be enormous. It's the first time with the organisation where I've been able to present to a player and show them where we're going and what we're trying to achieve. And everyone got involved. So it's nice to see an organisation. We're all on the same page, trying to get to where we want to get to. And I guess Benny would have felt that. I would like to think he felt that too. A few traditions that they like a barbecue, which is a great thing, and I think Benny's family enjoyed that part, and obviously everyone worked towards bringing him back home.
Tell you what, the shares of Michael Madge Maguire, have you seen such a turnaround where spoon at the Tigers and he was finding life very, very tough, and then you got winning it with New Zealand, winning it with New South Wales.
Yeah, but before that, so he's had the 4 success. He had the Bunnies, Wigan, New South Wales, and with the West Tigers, question without notice probably to you, what was his win rate?
I'll find out.
But I think it was better. It was one of the better ones
than what we've seen.
Yep. So it's really that blemish. I mean, that was hard.
Yep.
You could see by when they did the Tales of Tiger Town. So if you take away the Tigers,
36%.
Well, that's still
shit.
Yeah, but it's probably better than
that's
most
right.
coaches.
No, that's right, mate.
So you would think if he wins a comp at Brisbane, imagine that.
He absolutely could. He's clearly a gun coach.
Correct.
Clearly a gun coach.
Clearly quite strict too. But that'll get the best results early doors. I don't know whether it can last, because he goes in pretty hard. They train very hard.
You've beaten Australia, best team in the world. You've beaten Queensland, who then were the best Origin side. You've won at Super League level. You've won at NRL level. How many coaches have actually ticked off
that resume,
that Grand Slam, if you like? Not many.
Mel? No.
He might be the only one.
Gus? No. Gus never coached.
Super League, NRL, Origin,
International.
I'm going to say that he's the only one to have that Grand Slam.
And if you just had, and as you say, they are well in the fight, the Broncos. If he can,
of course they are.
Especially after he's got them at a good time too. Got him in a great time.
So Brian, fast forward to grand final time. If he does what we both think he can, because he's such a gun coach, you've got your options of Reece Walsh at fullback, Ben Hunt, Adam Reynolds, Ezra Mam, Kobe Black, young kid on the rise, Billy Walters in the halves, in hooker, Blake Moser, who's on the rise. People are saying he's got a bit of Cameron Smith about him, not comparing him to Cameron Smith, but plays that very steady hand. If it's grand final day and you knew they won the comp, who is the spine for the Broncos? If you knew they won the 2025 grand final, I said, Brian, name me the spine of the Broncos team who won the 2025 grand final. Who is that?
Okay, Reynolds.
Where? 7?
7. Mam, 6.
Yep.
So I'm not. So what? The issues with Ezra.
Yep.
Am I?
Yeah. Well, he may have served this time. We don't know. We don't know.
I would say Reece Walsh fullback, Reynolds, Ezra, Ben Hunt at 9.
Right, that's what won the 2025 grand final. You might be right.
And man of the match was Payne Haas.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Playing for a losing team, because that's the Roosters. He played for the Roosters.
Michael Maguire had this to say again with Pat and Hills on utilising Ben Hunt.
Well, I have spoke to Hunty to talk about playing at 9 and halves. So, look, when we get him and we sit down and look at the best dynamics of the team, but, that is probably the logical piece with what we're going through with Ez at the moment. So that's a work in progress, that part. So I guess until things are played out, we'll work that out as we go. But, to have the versatility of someone like Hunty coming in, where, look, he's played at the highest level at 9, and he's a very handy 9, but also too known that we can bring him into the halves due to the circumstance, and, we'll progress that as we go.
Alrighty, he's congruent with you, Brian, by the sounds of that. Michael Maguire, the coach of the Brisbane Broncos. Trent Barrett, Ben Hunt, Adam Reynolds working together, and, of course, Trent Barrett, assistant to Michael Maguire, and Ezra Mam. Once that situation is sorted, we'll find out what happens there. Madge improved year on year at the West Tigers, 25%, 33%, 35%. 45%. Tourists, explain those numbers that you've just popped up for us.
That's percentage of wins each year. So 25% wins, 31, 33%. So
he was on the rise.
He was on the rise every single year.
Yeah. So looking back, probably was a bad decision to spear him.
Oh, you know what? It's amazing, and I do love the club, West Tigers. To think that we had Madge Maguire and we had Ivan Cleary both there.
And you had James Tedesco.
There.
And you had Mitchell Moses.
There.
And you could have had
Joel
Kane there.
Nah, please. That's them signing me as a number one Tiger was where it all went wrong, Brian.
We got it. To your question, what was the coach's resume? What did you say?
Grand Slam. Yep. So have we ever seen another coach like Madge Maguire, who has won at Super League, which is the case for Madge Maguire, has won at NRL level, has won at international level, and has won at State of Origin level? I think he is an outlier. I think he's a unicorn, Brian.
He could be. So we got one from 255. Wayne Bennett has done the Grand Slam.
No.
But to his credit, forget that, no English Super League. Sorry.
No.
That's what we like. We like
that's
listeners.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
Tail, legs, between. See you later.
Yep.
Bit like Brett Kenny, Tiger in the Sunset. Have I told that story?
Did
I say that on air?
Yeah, you did, actually.
Oh, God.
Speaking about Tigers in the Sunset, West Tigers have Lachlan Galvin in their sights in early 2025 over a contract extension to tie him to the club long term. The 19-year-old is set to earn, Brian, which may end up being unders, $600,000 a season over the next 2 years, but could command $800,000 plus on the open market from 2027 onwards, and that'd be per year, I'd say.
Agreed. I think that's a good deal for both parties.
600.
This is his challenge now. This is the huge challenge.
That's
As we
right.
know, the second-year syndrome.
Yep.
Players have worked him out.
Is it a real thing?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing.
Because they do tape on them.
Yep.
The thing for Lachie Galvin, because he's got all the skills, he can kick. I think he just needs to, in the off-season, just tackle bags, get blokes running at him. Because he just sort of makes a little bit of indecision. But he's only 18.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? So if we were the NFL draft, which we're not, and we won't have that scenario, but everyone was talking about your men, Caleb Williams, and now they're going, okay, maybe it's Jaden Daniels, could be Jaden Daniels, maybe it's Bo Nix. These are the quarterbacks in the NFL. Who, because the order does change, the hierarchy does change, who is the rookie to go forward? So if you went through the NRL Rookie of the Years, it would not correlate with those who had the best careers. It would just not, right? So who is the rookie that you're buying shares in? Is it Galvin?
Okay. I'm buying shares in Galvin.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm buying shares too. Yeah.
He for an 18-year-old, what he was doing in that side when they were getting pumped, and his forwards weren't going forward, and he was on both sides of the ruck, kicking.
Yep.
He was doing everything as an 18-year-old. He was over-calling. I think that was massive. I haven't seen a kid do that. I've never seen a kid do that. No. Maybe a Craig Gower.
Who was Rookie of the Year last year? I know he was ineligible.
Bostock.
Bostock. So with the greatest respect to Jack Bostock, you've got to have more blue sky, and he may have immense blue sky, Bostock, but which he probably does.
Galvin.
Galvin's got more, hasn't he?
Yeah. I don't mind this kid, this Iongi, the kid coming to Para. We saw him play that. Yep. Very similar to young Hopper.
Okay,
Lehigh Hopper.
Let's go through these, Brian. So, and it's not to pan any of these players, but it just goes to show.
Are you going to say the three letters? But.
Yeah,
you love doing this.
But it just goes to show that the hierarchy will change. It is fluid, the market. The last 10 Dally M Rookies of the Year.
Yep.
2015, Jack Bird.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Career. So far.
Career for where it could get to. He won a premiership as a kid,
I'm
right?
going 6.
2016, Ash Taylor. So this is the best player coined of their era.
Yeah, Ash didn't really kick on.
Nick Kotrich, 2017.
Had his moments. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
2018, Jermaine Asako.
Yeah, He's
represented New Zealand, top point scorer.
Yeah, Blue Sky. I'm giving him an 8.
Okay, 2019, Payne Haas.
Ding, 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 ding. Stop the fight.
2020, Harold Grant.
Stop the fight. So we've got two bona fide
2022,
stars.
Jeremiah Nanai. Now, this is, you got to point out that the likes of Jack Bird, etc., they're 10 years away, so they've had to go their whole career. So it's early days for these types of players.
Yeah. He's played Origin.
Yep.
Yes. 8.5.
2021, Samuel Walker.
Yes.
Okay.
Hasn't quite got to Origin level yet. But
no, but he's only got it in 2021. That's only 3 years ago.
Yeah. Blue Sky.
2022, Nanai.
Yep.
2023, Sunya Taruva.
Mm.
And 24, as we said, Bostock.
Okay. Well, your pick out of there is Harold and Hassie.
Yep.
Avocado. What if you get your nickname Avocado? Do you reckon they ever say, hey, Ava? I don't mind that nickname. Shall we give it to him? He's now known as the Avocado.
Oh, the Avocado.
And avocados have gone through the roof too.
Yes. By the way, after the news, we're going to drop our top 3 signings of what we think ahead of the 2025 season. Now, Eels extend 2 of their squad via the Eels website. The Eels have announced that Brendan Hands, Brian. Christian, and Sean Russell. Peter, g'day.
Russell.
Clark. Have extended their contracts with the club until the end of 2026 season. So that's what they've done there. They've brought in Jason Riles, who my gut feeling is he'll get it done.
Yeah. He's had some great teachers, and I have noticed that he's brought in the Melbourneism by making them work.
The Melbourneism by making them work.
So you've got to get out on the tools.
Yep.
Is it for 2 weeks?
Something like that.
And they do it so they appreciate they get the appreciation of what they're actually doing for a job. And that seems to be always like hard labour.
Yeah.
What about getting into the finance sort of stuff? That'd be stressful.
Or IT or...
Yeah.
But the other thing I was thinking, so you know how you
don't
see...
be digging holes. Let's try it. Let's change it up a bit.
They got the fluoros.
Uber driver.
Yeah, all that. You got the fluoros and you got the boots.
Yeah.
Do they have to go and get those? Like when you turn up to work in that kit, are they borrowing with that? Are they getting themselves...
No, the employer would give it to him.
They come up with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you reckon they're getting paid?
No.
No?
No.
Just doing it for Stevie?
No, Stevie Nicks.
But let's get, they're always doing labouring and sort of physical work. Let's get them, there's a lot of industries out there.
I'm with you. Righto, time for this. Let's do this. We're talking about our top 3 signings, folks, for 2025. Brian, 3 down to 1. Number 3 signing the National Rugby League for 2025 is whom?
I've gone Zach Lomax.
Zach Lomax.
Number 3.
Okay.
My top 3.
Tell us why.
Zachy Lomax, well, he's high on confidence at the moment.
Yep.
He's back to his preferred position, which he had such a storm of a year playing on the wing, but I don't think Riles will put him there. But they'll come up with some sort of play where he will be taking early carries.
Yep.
But in the centres there, he'll still get those cross kicks.
Yep.
He's a goal kicker. He is a big body. I just think he's exactly what Parramatta need. I can see Mitch Moses just down that big long ball to him. Bang.
Yep, okay. Best signing for 2025 season, Zach Lomax, number 3 for Brian Fletcher. For me, it's James Fisher-Harris. Okay. Success leaves clues. It might be like a Dale Finucane, I think, Brian, where there's only so many kilometres a bloke can run so hard at, which he's clearly done. But I just think his presence and the rising of the tide, he's reacquainting himself with Andrew Webster. Okay. For me, he's number 3. Number 2 for me, South Sydney last year, 7 from 24. 7 wins only from 24. And just the moment Wayne Bennett signed the contract, Brian, Latrell Mitchell started to shred.
Yes.
He started to shred. An immediate impact. Wayne Bennett, for me, number 2 signing for 2025.
Didn't know we're going coaches.
We can go there.
All right, that's fine. Yep. That's fine. Number 2 for me, Isaiah Papali'i to the Penrith Panthers.
Yes.
He will not have to worry about anything else.
Nope.
All he has to do is those bullocking runs on that right edge.
Yep.
I can see him getting back to that form he had at Parramatta. And Cromie, double figures in meat pies this year.
Wow.
Double figures And put that on the window. Put that right in the window.
Yeah, that's right. Right in the wheelhouse of the window.
Yeah, so tourists, just move that giant poster you have of Tasman. I can't even believe you got that there.
I can't believe
I love the state.
Yeah.
Tasmania's great.
No. You know, you go move that out of the way, and that giant picture of Matty White and Jimmy Smith, whatever they're doing. And
With the darts in it.
And then whack mine in, please. Thank you.
Number one, Brian. Number one.
You go.
Number one, I'm going to start with that. Number one signing of 2025, a team who won 10 from 24. They've gone from the shite house. They're going to the penthouse, ladies and gentlemen. Madge Maguire, who could coach a broomstick to win the Melbourne Cup. He's got the hot hand at the moment. His timing is impeccable. He's run into a bit of controversy. It is his time. Madge Maguire, the number one signing in 2025, Brian.
You've gone coach heavy.
Well, that's the most important part.
I didn't think like that. I didn't think like you. I've gone Adam fonua-blake, the number one signing
2025.
I watched him closely against Australia, and I watched him closely against New Zealand. Arguably against the best forward packs in the world.
Yep.
They can't get a hand on him.
They can't.
That late right foot step where he skips to his right and then comes off the right foot.
Yep.
I tell you, and I know you think Nico's going to be the greatest beneficiary for it, but I think young Blake Brayley will.
Both.
Blake Brayley, if he doesn't run every time that Adam fonua-blake plays the ball, you're off your head.
Yep.
And then vice versa, we need Nico kicking off the back of Adam fonua-blake.
Yep.
I've never seen a front rower move like that.
No, that's right. We might do most improved tomorrow, our top 5 players most improved, because Brayley could be that player. Nico could be that player on the back of AFB.